We bring you SABC International News Editor, Sophie Mokoena. Sophie, thanks so much for your time. What's the latest about the missing plane in Malawi?
Well, the news that came in just now is that President Chakwera is expected to address the nation very soon. He was supposed to start at 12. We are still waiting. And I think he is going to make a major announcement because news are circulating in terms of the aircraft now having been found. And I think now what's left is for him to give a clear indication whether this is the aircraft and also perhaps what transpired.
In terms of the address he made yesterday, I know he's going to give an update in a few minutes or so. What has changed in terms of circumstances based on some of the reports you're reading in relation to this plane crash?
Not much has changed. As you pointed out earlier on, the plane left Lulongwe at 9. It was supposed to land at Mzuzu at around 10 a.m. yesterday. They were attending a funeral, but unfortunately, due to bad weather, they had to go back. And it is at that time where they lost contact with the plane, and therefore the aviation tried to locate or connect with the communication tower, but they couldn't connect with the crew. And therefore, they then called the president at that time, who then requested that the military must embark on a search, comprehensive search. They gave him a report at 3 p.m. yesterday saying that they can't locate this plane. And it was at around after 5 p.m. yesterday where he issued a statement about this missing aircraft. At around 11 p.m. yesterday, he did share information, also giving more information on who were part of this trip, where now we're talking about a missing plane. This morning, there was a briefing by the party and government confirming that the search is continuing, and they will give updates after every 2 hours. And therefore, we are waiting. But already, it looks like we will get a breaking news when the president of Malawi is addressing the nation, because it looks like pictures are already circulating. And I think now the president would want to deal with the challenges of fake news that is now dominating the story.
I mentioned in my intro that he reached out to neighboring countries to assist when it comes to the rescue efforts. Do we have any of the neighboring countries who have stepped forward to offer that assistance?
Apparently, he spoke to Angola and Zambia. But of course, when he spoke about this issue yesterday, he only mentioned countries such as the United States of America, United Kingdom, and Israel. And we are told that the U.S. is assisting, but also information that he did speak to Angola. You know that Angola is the chair of SADC, currently the outgoing chair of SADC. And you know that Zambia is the current chair of SADC organ on politics, defense, and security. And those two countries were informed, and apparently they are part of the team that is assisting. And now we're waiting to hear from him whether the information that we have has changed, and perhaps where to from here, and perhaps more information in terms of countries that are involved in assisting Malawi during this difficult time.
For those who may not have been following developments on the political side when it comes to Malawi, could you perhaps give us a little bit more detail in terms of who the Vice President Saulos Chilima is?
He was a member of UTM. It is the party in Malawi. And you know that during the last elections, he contested elections, and later during the rerun, he joined forces with the current president, Chakwera. And after that nullification of the elections and during the rerun, they won. And apparently there was an agreement that President Chakwera will take only one term and he is going to come in. And therefore, then he was arrested with charges of corruption or fraud, but he was since cleared on the 6th of May this year. And secondly, he was in South Korea weekend. You know that there was that summit of African heads of state and government in South Korea. He represented his country there. And on arrival, he was then requested to go and attend this funeral. We are told that he said he was tired and therefore he can't drive. And therefore, there was an arrangement made that he use the military aircraft. And also, he was supposed to quickly come back because the Malawian president was supposed to go on holiday in one of the countries abroad. And therefore, he was expected to be at the airport to see him going. You know, this, I don't understand this drama of when a head of state is leaving, the whole cabinet must line up and see him going as if, I don't know, which is quite funny. In South Africa, we don't do that. And therefore, that is why he had to use an aircraft. And therefore, this is what has since transpired.